Humans have been walking the Earth for quite a while now, but our presence hasn't always had a positive impact on the planet. What might surprise you is that scientists have recently unearthed a new human species, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. This discovery challenges everything we thought we knew about our origins. So, what is this new human species, and why is it sending shockwaves through the scientific community? Stick around as we delve into the captivating story of this newfound human species that raises intriguing questions about our roots. We all know that modern humans, Homo sapiens, are the species currently dominating the planet. However, what many aren't aware of is the incredible journey that led to our existence. It all began around 6 million years ago when Sahelanthropus, one of our earliest known ancestors, took the first steps towards bipedalism. But it would take another 5 million years for Homo sapiens to make their debut on the world stage. During that immense time span, various human species lived, evolved, and eventually died out. They intermingled, sometimes even interbred, and their bodies and brains evolved, as evidenced by their tools and technologies. Scientists are piecing together this ancient puzzle by unearthing ancient bones and stone tools, delving into our genes and recreating the changing environments that shaped our ancestors. All of this is in pursuit of a deeper understanding of how Homo sapiens emerged from these older branches of hominins, including our closest extinct relatives and ancestors. The evidence points to the origin of Homo sapiens in Africa, though not at a specific time or place. Instead, it seems that distinct groups of human ancestors evolved physically and culturally in relative isolation. Changes in the African climate and terrain eventually prompted them to mix and trade. From genes to tool-making methods, this process ultimately resulted in the unique genetic makeup of modern humans. Loving the video or learning something new? Smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content you won't want to miss. Surprisingly, it's not fossils, but genes that provide us with crucial insights into the migrations, movements, and evolution of our species, and those we descended from or interbred with over time. The oldest DNA recovered from an early human ancestor was found in the Cima de los Huesos, or pit of bones, in Spain. This DNA, dated to about 430,000 years ago, revealed that the individuals in the pit were the oldest known Neanderthals. Our genes unequivocally show that modern humans, Neanderthals, and Denisovans, a mysterious hominid species with a significant genetic footprint, share a common ancestor. Yet, identifying this common ancestor remains elusive. One strong contender is Homo heidelbergensis, which lived between 200,000 and 700,000 years ago. This species appears to lead to Homo sapiens in Africa and to Homo neanderthalensis, Neanderthals, and Denisovans in Europe and Asia. However, finding more ancient DNA is challenging, as the conditions required for long-term preservation are rare in Africa. Fossils often exhibit a mix of modern and primitive traits, which didn't evolve consistently toward our current anatomy. Instead, it suggests that discrete clusters of anatomical development generated humans with diverse appearances. For example, the discovery of 5 individuals in Jebel Irhoud showcases a mix of modern and archaic features. This distribution of human remains across northwestern Africa provides evidence of how widespread our ancestors were during this early period. Other ancient Homo sapien fossils, from Florisbad, South Africa, about 260,000 years old, and the Kibish Formation along Ethiopia's Omo River, approximately 195,000 years old, challenge the classification of subspecies. The skulls found in Herto, Ethiopia, dating back 160,000 years, are so similar to modern humans that some experts argue they shouldn't be classified as a subspecies. Similarly, a Homo sapien skull in Ingeresero, Tanzania, dating back 120,000 years, exhibits a mix of archaic and modern traits. The complexity of defining modern humans is further compounded by the shift in African material culture around 300,000 years ago, transitioning from crude portable stone tools to more refined Middle Stone Age toolkits. But pinpointing when fully modern humans with all their distinctive traits appeared remains challenging. One skull from Jebel Irhoud, dated to 195,000 years old, resembles a modern human, while another found in Nigeria's Iwo Eleru cave, though just 13,000 years old, looks highly archaic. Our ancestors started using stone tools as early as 3.3 million years ago, progressing to the Acheulean culture by 1.75 million years ago, marked by hefty hand axes and cutting instruments. The innovation of thrusting spears revolutionized hunting, but their limited range posed challenges. Around 300,000 years ago, our ancestors developed finely crafted tools with flaking points attached to handles and spear shafts, significantly enhancing hunting capabilities. Projectile points, like those discovered in southern Kenya dating back 298,000 to 320,000 years, allowed for efficient hunting of elusive or dangerous game. These tool advancements appeared in various places and times, suggesting that different groups of people evolved and possibly shared this technology. Other hominin species unrelated to us might have been part of these groups. Complex stone blades found near Chennai, India, dating back at least 250,000 years, indicate that this toolkit emerged in India shortly after the appearance of modern humans in Africa. This suggests that either other species independently developed this technology, or that some modern humans left Africa much earlier than previously believed. Genetic studies tracing our ancestors back to Africa show that Homo sapiens evolved on the continent. However, evidence suggests that humans had a propensity to roam much earlier than previously assumed. A jawbone discovered in Israel, dating back 177 to 194,000 years, suggests that modern humans lived in the region during that time, along the Mediterranean. The possibility of even older migrations exists, with some suggesting humans arrived in Europe as early as 210,000 years ago. One particularly contentious find is the Epirus skull fragment unearthed in southern Greece, possibly over 200,000 years old. Some believe it could be the earliest modern human fossil found outside of Africa, while others argue that it resembles Neanderthal remains found nearby. Despite the disputes surrounding various early human discoveries, genetic analyses reveal that all living non-Africans can trace the majority of their lineage to a historic migration out of Africa that began around 50,000 to 60,000 years ago. This aligns with climate reconstructions, indicating that lower sea levels provided opportunities for humans to leave Africa. These migrations weren't limited to Homo sapiens. As our genomes show, our ancestors frequently interbred with other hominin species, some of which remain unidentified. One such enigmatic species is Homo floresiensis, a smaller early human species found on the Indonesian island of Flores. These hobbits appear to have existed until around 50,000 years ago, with their relationship to modern humans still shrouded in mystery. Neanderthals, on the other hand, once roamed Eurasia, but gradually disappeared around 40,000 years ago as Homo sapiens became more prevalent in those regions. However, some evidence suggests that small groups of Neanderthals may have clung on in isolated areas until around 29,000 years ago. Despite their extinction, Neanderthals left a genetic legacy, as modern humans have Neanderthal DNA in their genomes. Then there are the Denisovans, an even more mysterious group with only a few identifying fossils. Genetic analysis has shown that many present-day Asians carry between 3 and 5% Denisovan DNA, suggesting that these ancient humans coexisted and interbred with Homo sapiens. The specifics of Denisovan appearance and behavior, however, remain largely unknown. The recent discovery of a virtually complete human skull, known as Dragon Man, has set the scientific community abuzz with questions about our intricate family tree. This skull, hidden for decades, emerged in the early 1930s when Japanese forces invaded northeast China. It features an enlarged cranium, a pronounced brow bone, and an enormous size, leaving researchers astounded. The significance of this discovery wasn't lost on the man who stumbled upon it. Recognizing its potential, he concealed the skull in an abandoned well. Nearly 90 years later, scientists have identified it as a potentially new human species, Homo longi, or the Dragon Man. However, this classification has sparked intense debate, adding to the growing number of fossils that don't neatly fit into the established human origin account. The Dragon Man skull has been meticulously analyzed, revealing a mix of ancient and modern anatomical traits. It has opened up a new branch on the human family tree, closely related to many other intriguing human remains found in Asia during the same time period. Some scientists argue that this new species is more closely tied to our own than even Neanderthals. What's more certain is that the Dragon Man's discovery raises questions about our understanding of human evolution. The environment in which it was found, with harsh northern temperatures, may have influenced its unique characteristics. The Dragon Man and its kin might have been isolated from other hominins due to environmental factors, leading to their distinctive traits. In conclusion, the story of our human origins is a captivating and ever-evolving narrative. With each new discovery, our understanding deepens, but it also becomes more intricate. From Sahelanthropus to Dragon Man, from the African cradle to global migrations, our journey is one of resilience, adaptability, and unending curiosity. The human family tree continues to branch and intertwine, revealing the rich tapestry of our shared history on this planet.